श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। गणानां त्वा गणपतिं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदाय शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामभित्रयवतु। गणेशाय नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय। ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमण्यवभूतोत इषवे नमः। नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुत ते नमः। या तैषु शिवतमा शिवं बभूव ते धनुः। शिवा शरद्याया तव तया नो रुद्रमृडया। या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी। तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः। यामिषुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्तेभिभक्ष्यस्तवे। शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसि पुरुषं जगत्। शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि। यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत्। अद्य वोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक्। अहेगश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः। असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः। ये चेमागुं रुद्राभितो दिक्षु श्रिताः सहस्रशो वैशागुं भेडहीमहे। असौ यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः। उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः। उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयातिनः। नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीडुषे। अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः। प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरात्मियोर्जाम्। याशते हस्तैषवः पराता भगवो वपा। अवतत्य धनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे। निषेर्य शल्यानामुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव। विज्झन्धनुः कपर्धिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उता। अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः। या ते हेतिर्मे दुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः। तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा। नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातथाय धृष्णवे। उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने। परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् नृणक्तु विश्वतः। अथो य इषुदिस्तवारे अस्मन्निदेहितम्। नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः। नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय कृषिमते पतीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय विद्याधिनेन्द्राणां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्रायातताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्वपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षानां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृतायौषधीनां पतये नमो नमः उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्तीनां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवीताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः। नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे सेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिन इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते सायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः सृकाविद्भ्यो जिगागुं सद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमो सिमद्भ्यो नक्तञ्चरद्भ्यः प्रकृम्तानां पतये नमो नमः उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नमः इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः आसीनेभ्यश्च यानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः। नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तीभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुम्हतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो घृत्सेभ्यो घृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः सङ्ग्रहीतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सक्षभ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिखण्डाय च नमः कपर्धिने च व्युक्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्ठाय च नमो मेहृष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृद्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्रियाय च शीभ्याय च नमः ऊर्ण्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय च परजाय च नमो मध्यमाय च पगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावभिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूतिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमः तीक्ष्णे शवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पक्ष्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सूद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईद्रियाय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च अरुणाय च नमः शङ्घाय च पशुपतये च नमः उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयोभवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमः स्तीर्त्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाध्याय च नमः शष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नमः हिरण्याय च प्रपत्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमः सल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्टाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेष्ट्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्याय च सूर्याय च नमः पन्याय च पन्नशध्याय च नमो पगुरमाणाय चाभिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वक्किरिकेभ्यो देवानागं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नमः आनिर्हतेभ्यो नमः आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणाम् येषां पशूनां मा भेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनु शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्धिने क्षयद्वीराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नश्यमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वम् पुष्टम् ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृति क्षयद्वीराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्चयोष्टमनुरायजे पिता तदस्याम तव रुद्रः प्रणीतौ मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकम् मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वधीः पितरम् मोत मातरम् प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्रलीर्षः मानस्तोके तनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान् मानो रुद्रभामितो वदेत् अविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आराते गोम्न उत पूरुषग्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुन्नमस्मेते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधिचरेव ब्रूह्यदा च नः शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः सुहिश्रुतम् कर्त सदयुवानम् मृगन्न भीममुपहग्नुमुग्रम् मृगाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निव पन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतिर्वृणक्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्तिरामघगत्यस्तनुष्वमेध्वस्तोकाय तनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतम शिवो नः सुमना भवा परमे वृक्ष आयुधम् निधाय कृत्तिम् वसान आचर पिनाकम् विप्रदागहि विकिरितविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुम् हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निव पन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृधि सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुम् सहस्रयोजने वदन्वानि तन्मसि अस्मिन्महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठाः शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवाशितिकण्ठादिवगुम् रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्धिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पतां पतिरक्षय ऐलभृदायव्युदः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति सृकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्तिरे केशागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसि नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यान् येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणा दश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोद्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृळयन्तु तेयं द्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं भोजं वेदधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु एते सहस्रमयुतं पाशां मृत्योर्मर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो माविशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यश्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वामहेसो मनसाय रुद्रं नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवान् अयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेश्वरूयगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
जन्म दिया నేస్తమా ప్రియమైన బంధమా ప్రేమకు రూపమా అందరి ప్రాణమా ఓ నేస్తమా ప్రియమైన బంధమా ప్రేమకు రూపమా అందరి ప్రాణమా ఓ నేస్తమా ప్రతీక్షణం నీతోనే గడపాలని మేము వినే పదాలన్నీ నీ మాటలే కావాలని గడిచే ప్రతీక్షణం నీతోనే గడపాలని మేము వినే పదాలన్నీ నీ మాటలే కావాలని మాలోని తలపులన్నీ నీకు వివరించాలని ప్రియలన్నీ కర్తకే అంకితం చేయాలని వేచి ఉన్నాము ఈ రోజుకై ఓ నేస్తమా ప్రియమైన బంధమా ప్రేమకు రూపమా మా అందరి ప్రాణమా ఓ నేస్తమా జీవన వేణువులో మోహన రాగం పలికించి ప్రతి మనసులో నీ ప్రేమ సుధలు పొంగించి జీవన వేణువులో మోహన రాగం పలికించి ప్రతి మనసులో నీ ప్రేమ సుధలు పొంగించి ఆనందముతో దివి భూమి పులకించగా ఆనందముతో దివి భూమి పులకించగా మాటలాడవా మాటలాడవా ఓ నేస్తమా ప్రియమైన బంధమా ప్రేమకు రూపమా మా అందరి ప్రాణమా ఓ నేస్తమా ప్రియమైన బంధమా पाण्डुरङ्गे 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 भक्तजनवत्सले भक्तजनवत्सले ओ विठ्ठले भक्तजनवत्सले ओ विठ्ठले भक्तजनवत्सले करुणा कल्लोळे करुणा कल्लोळे पाण्डुरङ्गे पाण्डुरङ्गे भक्तजनवत्सले भक्तजनवत्सले ओ विठ्ठले भक्तजनवत्सले सजल जल जगन पीताम्बर परिधान सजल जल जगन पीताम्बर परिधान पीताम्बर परिधान पीताम्बर परिधान पीताम्बर परिधान जल जल जगन पीताम्बर परिधान ये उद्धरणे उद्धरणे केशिराजे केशिराजे भक्तजनवत्सले भक्तजनवत्सले ओ विठ्ठले भक्तजनवत्सले नामा म्हणे तू विश्वाची जननी नामा म्हणे तू विश्वाची जननी विश्वाची जननी विश्वाची जननी नामा म्हणे तू विश्वाची जननी नामा म्हणे तू विश्वाची जननी शिरभिनिवासी जगदम्बे शिरभिनिवासी जगदम्बे भक्तजनवत्सले भक्तजनवत्सले ओ विठ्ठले पाण्डुरङ्ग 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 विठ्ठला विठ्ठल विठ्ठल पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल 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 पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल 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 पांडुरंगा विठ्ठल 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 पांडुरंगा भक्त जन वत्सले भक्त जन वत्सले
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering my most humble and loving pranams at the Divine Lotus Feet. Respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to these 98th birthday celebrations of our beloved Swami. Swami was once speaking to the boys, and he asked this question: why does an avatar come down in the human form? So one of the boys said, Swami, as you said in the Bhagavad Gita, yada yada hi dharmasya, whenever there is a decline in dharma, you will incarnate. Swami said, Chin or musko, be quiet, that's not the reason. And Swami had a very beautiful answer or an explanation for why he said that's not the real reason. And he said, if I wanted to change things, my mere thought is enough. I don't need to incarnate myself. And then there were different answers given about Swami, all this chaos and adharma and everything else that's reigning in the world. Swami said, no, I can send other people. For every little problem there is, a law and order problem there is, the Director General of Police doesn't come. So I don't have to come for everything. So as with the questions that Swami asks, very soon people ran out of their answers and said, Swami, you please tell. So Swami said, the one thing that cannot be subcontracted, Swami didn't use that word, that cannot be outsourced to somebody, is to give all of you the joy of interaction with Bhagwan. That is something only he can give. And that is the reason why Swami comes down, the avatar comes down personally in the human form. Today we are very blessed to have amongst us someone who has had a number of those opportunities to interact with the avatar. I'm sure for many of us, getting one Pada Namaskar, one glance from Swami feels like our hearts are satiated. And this is one person who has been blessed with numerous such opportunities. He joined Swami's college in 2010 for his undergraduate program, went on to do his master's and then an MPhil and finally a PhD at Bhagwan's command. And then he also joined the institute as a faculty member. During this time, he was blessed with a number of opportunities to speak in the divine presence on a number of occasions, on a number of various occasions, including a few what we, in our opinion, consider as prestigious occasions, such as the Dashera Gnana, the Veda Purusha Saptaha Gnana Yajna, the Vice Chancellor's Conference. He also had the opportunity to speak during Swami's birthday. So a number of these opportunities to speak in the divine presence, to act in dramas in the divine presence, had numerous interviews, and he also accompanied Bhagwan on his trips to Chennai, to Delhi, to Kodaikanal, and so each of these becomes further opportunities for interactions. And the reason I'm talking about these interactions is, as we, I'm sure, know, Swami's one-liners, the little things that he says are so insightful. They give us so much of wisdom. It's worth a lot. And those are the things that some of those things is what he's going to share with us. Currently, he's based in between Germany and Switzerland. He works as a director of product development and I'm not sure exactly I'm getting this right, but he works in the semiconductor manufacturing business with a German company. He was also a speaker at the national birthday celebrations this year. Please welcome Dr. Jagdish Chandra. Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering our most loving and reverential pranams at the divine lotus feet of our most beloved Master. Respected elders, dear sisters, brothers, and young friends, loving Sai Ram and greetings to one and all on this most holy and auspicious occasion when we celebrate the Lord's birthday. I cannot thank Brother Giridhar enough for giving me this tremendous opportunity to come over here and conduct my personal sadhana. More than anything else, I've been extremely vocal about it, that it is an opportunity for me to conduct my own sadhana than anything else. And I am beholden to Brother for this opportunity. To be very honest, I am still in the Bhakta Jana Vatsale song. It is one of my most favorite bhajans sung by Sri Suresh Vadkarji, if I am not wrong, one of Bhagwan's devotees. And as brothers were singing that beautiful song, something that just flashed in my mind is the term Bhakta Vatsala, Bhakta Jana Vatsale. Why is the Lord called Bhakta Vatsala? Actually, it is derived from the term Vatsa. And what does Vatsa refer to? In the Bhagavatam, Vatsa means a calf. The moment a calf is born, unmindful of how dirty it is, the mother cow licks it clean, oblivious to the fact of all that is sticking on its body. It has fallen down. There's dirt, there is dust, but does not matter. It is its calf. and hence it is its responsibility to make it clean, and it licks it clean. The Bhagavatam says the Lord has that kind of love for us, and hence he is referred to as Bhakta Vatsala. And that is the definition that the Bhagavatam gives regarding what Bhakta Vatsala is. Many a time Swami had told us that, nobody asks me for the real thing. I've come to give you the real deal, but each of you come and ask me something which is, okay, it's important for you as a personal milestone, but not necessarily in the spiritual parlance. So I took it up as a challenge. And whenever Swami would tell that in a discourse, I would sort of have a mental retort. And I would say, Swami, just give me that chance once. I dared him. Give me a chance and I will ask you. One fine day, for a totally different reason, I was in the interview room. And the other dignitaries who were present, of course, apart from the presiding Lord himself, were the Vice Chancellor and Chakravarti sir. Now, these are big weights. In any part of the globe, they are big weights for us because we know what kind of respect they command and the position that they hold. And that was that vociferous voice within me which dared Bhagavan turned into a meek bleat. But something within me was telling me, make it or break it, this is your chance, ask Swami. If you don't, you never know if you are ever going to get an interview again. So each one after the interview were bowing down, taking Pad Namaskar and going out, and I was shivering and I tried to mumble something into Swami's ears, and Swami said, Yemi. I said, Swami, chinna prarthana. Swami said, Em kavali. Swami, I want self-realization. Huh? Self-realization? What is that? Where is it available? When the Lord starts playing with you like that, you break down within, because that is your only hope, that is your North Star, that is your pole star, and you do not know if there is any recourse other than that. And I held his hand and I said, Swami, I don't know where it is available, but it's in your hand. Hey, Bangaru. Yemi, bhayam Yemi. Why are you afraid? I said, Swami, many a times that strong feeling comes that I'm not going to get it at all. The world is so vicious. The cycles are so serpentine that sometimes it feels that it's so easy to lose way. And then Swami said, thought rane rakudu. That thought should not enter your mind. Confidence undalra. Confidence kavali. You should have that confidence. And then he gave a very simple BKM to self-realization, if I may put it in that way. He said, first step is self-confidence. Once you have that confidence that Swami is mine, he is on my side, I can internalize him. Once I internalize him, I have self-satisfaction. When I get self-satisfaction, Swami said, you are in a position to sacrifice for others. You start making sacrifices, and then you lead a life in which more sacrifice is involved, and that is sacrifice. Your roof, it is like making a building. First you put the foundation, that is the self-confidence. Then you raise the walls of self-satisfaction, as Swami said. Then you put the roof of self-sacrifice, and the mansion is self-realization. So easy, kada? And I didn't know how to answer now. Everything appears easy when Bhagavan explains. But how is it that we live that is the billion-dollar question. If I go into each of these aspects, it makes a beautiful recollection. When Swami talked about self-confidence, where does that confidence come from? It's, as Brother Giridhar very beautifully put it, he comes as a physical form to share that bond with us. That starts externally and then it goes inwards. Because at one point in time, that physical form will disappear. And at that time, where do I find my Swami? How do we start it with a very basic level? To have that confidence that I can ask Swami literally anything. Absolutely anything. Swami once called two couples into the interview room. One of them was an Indian couple who were settled abroad, and there was another foreign couple. who were from the foreign land itself, and both of them were called in, and the discussion started. And in the interview room, Swami is talking something in such a detailed manner in Tamil to the lady belonging to the Indian couple, and he was explaining something to the lady so intricately, this, the next step is this, and like that you have to do. The other foreign couple were literally in tears. They were not able to understand what Swami was telling. Is Swami revealing the secret of the universe? Is he literally giving out Brahmagyan, doling out Brahmagyan? Is he giving the recipe to self-realization? What is it? One look from Swami towards them, probably they would have attained self-realization. But that discussion continued, and these people were in tears, literal tears. They couldn't understand a word of what Swami said. When they came out of the interview room, when the bhajans were over, this foreign couple ran to this Indian couple and said, "What did Swami tell you? What secret did he reveal?" And then the lady said, Oh, no, Swami was actually telling me the recipe for preparing a good chutney for idli. That was what Swami was discussing. It was not Brahmagyan, it was not the Vedas, it was not the Shastras. He was just telling how to make a good chutney. That is the confidence he wants us to build with or come up with. I have the right to ask Swami anything. It begins with that. In fact, I remember one very beautiful episode with the chutney thing. Swami has that beautiful way of playing with words. And in the trai, Swami was sitting in the chula, and the students were sitting in the other room, and the devotees for that particular session were called in. And they were sitting in front of Swami, and the adjacent room no one can see. Only Swami is as a vantage point. He could see both the people sitting in front and the people in the other room. So he was sitting, and he started asking devotees, "From where have you come?" And they had come from Italy. And they would say, "Swami, we come from Italy." And Swami would now play and say, "Oh, you came from Italy, not from chutney?" And "No, Swami, no, not chutney, Swami, Italy." They very seriously they were telling, "Chutney, not chutney, Swami, Swami, Italy." And Swami is looking at the students and winking at them. See, I'm having fun, I'm having fun. Not a word of Swami, not a word is a word in vain. He kept doing that time off, on and off and on and off. And then finally, without a smile, he looked at them and says, "When are the devotees from Chutney coming?" And suddenly he says, "Swami, their flight got delayed. They are coming 3 days later." Close to Italy, there was a small island which spelled Chatnoise, but for some reason they call it Chutney. And when Swami said so, it was a moment of revelation for a lot of them that what it is. Coming back to the episode of confidence, this is to give us that internal confidence that I can ask my Swami literally anything. Another beautiful experience to that note. At one point in time, a group from Punjab, I don't know how many of you understand a bit of Punjabi here, but I'll try to translate it for you. A group of devotees from Punjab had come, an elderly lady, with her whole family, a big family. They had come to Prashanti Nilayam and they were waiting for darshan. Days passed, almost a couple of weeks, and Swami would not look at them for some reason. One fine day, the elderly lady of the house thought she had had enough of it. So when Swami was in darshan, she literally got up and yelled, "Oye pappe, mainu tera ravaiya theek nahi lag raha hai." So basically, pappe is a very colloquial word of "e bhai," what you call in Hindi, "e bhai," or brother. So she yelled in the darshan line, "Oye pappe, mainu tera ravaiya theek nahi lag raha hai." So immediately Swami looked at that lady. "Ha, amma, tum aata hai, kab aata hai? Chalo, chalo, interview ke liye bulata hai." He calls the whole family for the interview. A lot of people got ideas, by the way, now how to get interview. So, next time you know how to get an interview from Swami. Thankfully, nobody tried it out, but this family went into the interview room. And in the interview room, whatever had to transpire between Swami and the family, all that happened, and they came out. And now these curious devotees, who almost thought they had now the recipe for an interview, they caught hold of them after darshan and said, "What exactly happened? Tell us." Then that elderly lady started revealing. She said, "We are a farmer family from Punjab. We had a grandchild in our family, and Swami came in my dream and told me, 'Oh, don't name the child yet. Come to Puttaparthi. I will name him and perform his Akshabhyasa, or whatever we call it, the initiation into the world of words and knowledge.'" So they were farmers. The time for sowing had arrived. Yet they said, "Okay, since our Pape has called, let's go to Puttaparthi." And they had come and they are waiting. And 1 week is over, 2 weeks are over, Swami is not looking. And then she said, "It's enough. You cannot blackmail us like this. You can't come in the dream and tell, 'Come, I'll name you,' and then you're not even looking at it." That's why I felt, I don't like this attitude of yours. When she said, "Oi, Pape, manu tera ravaiya theek nahi lag raha hai," she meant, I don't like this attitude of yours. You cannot say one thing in the dream and then leave us high and dry here. So when they called, the family was called, Swami named the child, and they happily went back. And when they went back, they found that their fields were already sown and were ready. They had not contracted anyone. They had not told anyone to do anything. And the people of the village said, "We didn't know who they were." They said that you had sent them, and 10 people would come every day religiously, prepare the fields for the next season, and they would go back. "Oh, okay, that must be our Pape from Puttaparthi. He can do things." So they said it so casually. So they said, who are you talking about? And then they gave details about Swami. And then they said, "He is a Rabb. He can do anything." And then a couple of ladies came to them and said, "We've been wanting child in our house too, and we have not been so fortunate, so blessed. Can your Baba bless us?" He can do anything. He can do anything. Next time you come around, I'll take you. So next time, this lady again goes, and Swami didn't want to create the same situation. The moment he spotted her, called her for an interview. So the situation was avoided, and they went straight. And then the discussion started. "Amma, kaisa hai sahab? All good, all good." And then this lady said, "Pape, there are 2 sisters there in the village, and they badly want a child. Can you bless them with children?" And that is when Swami starts playing with you, and he starts, "Amma, kya kar sakta hai? Idhar nahi likha hai." Means he was literally telling that, fate. Sometimes destiny is not in your favor. Idhar nahi likha hai, hum kya kar sakta hai? This is the confidence one should have. That lady held Swami by his hand, pulled him down, and he said, "Oi, Pape, ithe nahi likha hai, to tu ithe likh. If it's not written there, you write it now. You write it right now. You can, Arey, Amma, karta hai. Chodo, haath chodo." Next time around, 2 more families joined them with their little kids. That confidence Swami wants to have build when we say self-confidence. And at one point in time, that stage comes. In the life of every guru who has taken a physical form, the form will disappear, and you will have to take recourse in something which is more fundamental and more accessible. Once in the veranda, Swami asked a boy to get up and get out. He literally admonished him, and the boy was not getting up at all. And then Swami was shouting at him and getting angry towards him, yet that boy was not budging for some reason. All the others, elders in the portico, felt this boy is being very rude. How is he disrespecting Swami, that too? But Swami read the minds, and he came close to them and called that boy and said, "Tell them why you didn't move." And the boy said, "Swami, for some reason, although externally you were yelling at me, you were asking me to get out, but the Swami inside me was telling to remain seated. And I tried to follow that Swami within." Swami said, "Yes, always follow the Swami within." The journey of confidence starts from literally being in a position to ask Swami for anything and everything, to ultimately rely on His eternal presence within us. Next stage is that of self-satisfaction. It's more about when we are in a position to feel secure about our own needs, or rather when we have been in a position to rationalize our needs, our desires, that we feel satisfied. And that journey is a very interesting one. Swami has spoken on and off a lot of times about sealing on desires, to have a cap on desires. But what happens when one fine day Swami starts waving his hand to create something for me? What would be my state of mind for that ring or that chain or vibhuti that he is going to give? Will I be still in a position to have sealing on desires, or all that gyan will go take backseat? Swami, what are you giving me? Is that what is going to happen? At one point in time, Swami had invited, or rather permitted, a lot of sannyasis to come from different parts of India, and he granted them an audience in the bhajan room. Among them was a slightly elderly yogi or a sannyasi. And he started talking with Swami about Vedanta, and in the course of discussion, Swami was so happy with him that Swami started waving his hand. Probably he was trying to create something. And this yogi held Swami's hand. I've never seen anyone in my life to have that audacity to hold Swami's hand when he's creating something. This person, for God knows what reason, he stopped and held Swami's hand mid-air. And he said, "Stop doing that. I'm not interested in the trinkets. I want you. Can you give me yourself?" There were no words exchanged. Swami just put his hand on his head and vibhuti started dripping all over. I think that level of satisfaction with what I have, there is a divine discontentment needed in life to be able to pursue that spiritual path, but that happens only at a worldly level if we have achieved some sense of satisfaction. And without that satisfaction, we are not in a position to make sacrifice. We are not in a position to give something. What I have in excess, and if I'm able to part with it, that is charity. What I'm able to share with someone, what I have without any inconvenience to myself, is sharing. But what I give, which I need, is sacrifice. What I need for myself. And what is the highest form of sacrifice? We have heard a lot of these stories of Dadichi giving up his bones for the devas or the gods to win the battle against the demons. We have heard the story of Karna as a man of great sacrifice. But what does it amount to? Is it so much about the big things that we can give up? What Swami looks at is a very small thing. Our innate tendencies, our vrittis, which are responsible for us to take birth after birth, are we in a position to give them up? In one discourse in the year 2000, Swami said, people go to Tirupati and think that if they shave their head, they have pleased the Lord. And the phrase that Swami used is, "Tuchchavaina bocchu ichi uchchavaina korikalu korukuntaru." You shed your hair, which is useless. That's of no use to anyone. And you expect and you demand from the Lord big things in exchange of that little hair that you give. Is that what the Lord is interested in? No. The Lord is interested in something else, that which makes me believe that I am I. Can I shed up that? Can I give up that? So there is this interesting classmate of mine who came from a very affluent family. He had never held a broom in his hand, and he lands up in the Sathya Sai hostel, and on the first day, the room leader religiously comes and says, "You're cupboard number 1, your day to sweep the room." And he holds the broom onto him. So he didn't know which direction to hold it from, what to do. And after quite some amount of struggle, he figured out how to actually sweep the room. So what is a 5-minute thing turned out to be a 50-minute adventure for him. And he finally swept the room. And there's a photograph of Bhagwan in every room. He stands with the broom in the hand as if, the way Lord Hanuman or Bhima would hold the mace. You've seen the photographs. He held that and stood in front of Swami's photo and said, I achieved something phenomenal. I have done a great thing today. Give me my reward. Because for him, sweeping was unheard of. But naturally, he just put everything aside because it's time for darshan, so he ran. Sat in the third line, Swami came, picks him up, calls him closer. He comes closer. Swami waves his hand, creates vibhuti, and as he's putting in his hand, for the great work that you did half an hour ago, this is the reward. The ability to give up a little part of me, to put that ego a bit down, to be able to delve that bit deeper, is what is termed as sacrifice. Sorry. Na karmana na prajaya dhane na tyage na ike amrutatva manashu. That is something Swami quoted time and again. In the Mahabharata, there is one episode which is extremely dear to Swami, and that is about Karna. In the last moments, when the battle of Mahabharata was going on, Karna was in his last moments, and even at that point in time, Krishna wanted to teach Arjuna a very important lesson in sacrifice. He said, if you think that you have made great sacrifices in life, you have conducted the Rajasuya Yajna, it's not. I will tell you what sacrifice is. He takes him onto the battlefield where a dying Karna is. And in the disguise of a Pandit, Krishna goes to Karna and asks him, I need to perform my daughter's wedding, I need gold. Can you give me gold? With arrows piercing his body and lying in that pain, Karna says, Lord, I have nothing to give you, offer you, I'm so sorry. Even the kavacha and kundala which were made of gold, I had given the previous day to Indra. And that is my fate today that I am dying. What can I give you? And then the Pandit points out, it seems there is gold in your teeth. Even in those days they had gold fillings or golden teeth. And as Karna thinks, oh yes, he takes a stone nearby and hits himself to bring out those golden teeth. He cannot give them stained with blood. He cannot offer anything stained with blood. So he shot an arrow to create rain or make rain fall. And he cleaned those teeth, golden teeth, with the water which dripped from the rain. And then he offered it to Krishna. And then Swami said, this beautiful phrase, this beautiful poem that he says, Ye hrudayamo sangitivo ishanaku, magadi danine arpintumo mahitamurti, araya vere mi tettuni arpanaku nenu, anjali ghatintumo anduko vayani. Thank you. Lord, there is nothing in this world that I can offer to you because everything is already yours. The only thing that I have and which I can offer on my own is my heart. And if that heart filled with love for you, if I can offer that back unto you, there is nothing more that needs to be done. There is nothing more that needs to be offered. I was yesterday discussing about one of the dramas that we had a chance to perform, and why is it necessary to come in a congregation as a unit to do that. We had opportunity to put up innumerable plays in Bhagwan's presence. And it was because probably of a strong collective prayer, because he was extremely merciful. I can see Devij sitting here. He was a part of a lot of those endeavors that we used to call the corridor dramas, and we put up in Swami's presence. And at that point in time, we had this experience of putting up something called the Krishna Rayavaram, the drama that we had discussed yesterday. It started with Swami telling, this year there will be no drama. We do not want any drama this year. But we strongly felt otherwise, and there's a history to it. There was an article that came up by some news agency which they wrote negatively about Swami, and we felt it was our responsibility to sort of do something about it. Not that they are looking out for the dramas that we are putting up, but nevertheless, it was our endeavor to do something. And then we all as a unit started praying every day, Swami please, and then finally one fine day we took a card and went into Bhagwan's residence at Yajur Mandir, and then Swami said, okay, come to the bhajan hall, I'll talk to you all. So he spoke to all of us, and then he said, first put the drama in the Institute auditorium. And we showed him that, putting Lord Krishna's life and this and that. He wanted that quality to be perfect. So he said, okay, first you put it in the Institute auditorium. I don't want to make a joke out of everything. I will see. If it is okay, if I like it, I'll allow you to put it in Kulwant Hall. I said, yes, Swami, all that we want is to spend time with you. Whether you allow us to put it in Kulwant Hall or not, it's secondary. If you are coming to the Institute auditorium, that is our performance. I said, good. All of that done. When Swami came for the rehearsal, he was so emotional. He said, no, this drama has to be put up in Kulwant Hall. I want everyone to see it. And just imagine, with all of that excitement built up, they had painted me blue, literally blue, for the drama. And I could have been an ambassador for Asian Paints or Nerolac of that kind, that blue. And imagine, we are about to go into the drama. Swami comes out of the car, looks at me and says, Ayyo, what May face he made. Who painted you so ugly? And I had no clue what to tell. So the two professors who were the makeup in charges, I pointed towards them. Swami, these people are responsible, not me. And then Swami was literally angry. He said, Gottanu, I'll hit you now. So Swami came in, sat in front. He said, scrub his face, remove all the blue paint. So you can imagine, I am like this, and there are two hands going on this side, and two hands going on this side, and I am happily looking at Swami. And Swami is like keenly observing until the whole paint has come off. And then he starts indicating, selects a color. He says, select this color. And then he puts that pink color. He said, okay, I want the cheeks to be a little more pinkish. So pink. And then he said, you have that glitter, right? You should go on the eyelids of Lord Krishna. So to all the details he goes through. And then he says, hey Krishna, get up. That is Swami. So I get up. Why is your dhoti so short? And I looked at it, the ankle was seen. And then called all the makeup artists, get the dhoti adjusted, the height adjusted, everything. Krishna, walk 5 steps. So walk 5 steps. Is it comfortable for you? Yes, Swami. Okay, now it looks good. And now you are looking like Krishna. That was the final statement, and then we proceeded. The reason why I'm sharing all of these episodes with you all is basically trying to relive those moments and trying to give a small glimpse into what each of us mean to Swami. Because I was there at that point in time doesn't mean that I'm the only recipient. That love, that affection is present for each and every one of us. And many a times the problem we face is that we are hesitant to create that connection and to make that connection. And once that connection is established, all these things, all these methods of self-sacrifice, of self-confidence, of self-satisfaction, everything becomes ordinary. Because we have gotten the most extraordinary of the beings with us. Once when Swami discussed about surrender with me, I don't know how much more time do I have, Brother Giridhar? Okay, so I'll conclude with this, and this is a very important lesson in my life, what Swami taught me. We were in Chennai, 10 of us with Swami for the Atirudra Mahayagna. And just imagine all the 3 sessions of the day, rather all the 4 sessions of the day, you are in one room with Swami for 4 meals. Of course, Swami would go to retire in his own room, and we had the separate rooms. But at that juncture, we had a very close opportunity to see the divine principle in action. In fact, one very funny episode, one beautiful episode was, one fine day Swami decided that, okay, I'm going to pull their legs. So he came out, boys, I got you all on a chartered flight with me, but I've run out of money. I have no money left now. See, I don't even have pockets. And he was very often he would use that, Sai Baba ka dress mein to pocket bhi nahi hai. He doesn't even have pockets in his dress, so where's the question of money? So you have to figure out your way home. Some of them were wise enough to understand that Swami is pulling legs, some of us were not. And like one by one, Swami asked somebody in the room, okay, how much does it cost for each one of them if I have to take them back in a chartered flight? Somebody came up with a number, 8,000 rupees, Swami. So, see, he tells 8,000 means it should be 8,000. So, will you give me 8,000 rupees? So with 10 of us, one by one, Swami is asking everyone, 8,000 rupees? I said, yes, Swami, but I don't have it now. Once you take me back to Perthi, I'll withdraw and I'll give it to you. I said, okay, the assurance is enough. Next. There came the last boy who was a singer. I'm not sure if I am at the liberty to take names, but nevertheless, the message is more important than the person. He literally thought Swami wanted 8,000 rupees from him. And he didn't have that sufficient bank balance as well. And he broke down, Swami, I don't have any money, Swami. And that's, hey, don't, I'm just joking. I don't want any money from you. So the easiest way to trap the Lord is to submit to Him, to surrender to Him. The moment you start crying in front of Him, He melts in an instant. And that comes with a lot of inner inquiry. Once a senior of mine asked Swami, this self-realization, this Brahma Gyan, all this, you can give it like this. He snapped in front of Swami in the interview room. So if you want, you can give it like this. Why don't you give us? And then Swami said, Bangaru, what comes like this goes away like this. Slow is permanent. What comes through your own effort, through your own sadhana, through your own inner inquiry, that stays. That which comes quickly goes away quickly. So coming back to this episode. On one day after dinner, Swami asked us all, boys, I know you all have a lot of doubts in your mind. Ask. Whatever question is uppermost in your mind, ask, and I will give you an answer to that. As I frequently say, that was not the manna from the heaven, that was verily heaven itself at our doorsteps. And each one came up with our own questions, what bothered us at the top of our mind. When my turn came, I asked Swami something that bothered me for quite some time. I didn't understand the meaning of surrendering to Swami. What does it mean to surrender to Him? So I asked Swami, Sharanagati ante emi Swami? The democratic Lord that He is, He will never dictate terms. He said, Sharanagati ante neekem ardhamaindo adi first cheppu. First you tell me, what have you understood by the term surrender so far? I said, Swami, the little that I have read and what I've heard from my teachers and elders, offering my everything to Lord and assuming the Lord is the owner of that is Sharanagati. And I still remember that scene is very vivid. As Swami was listening to me, he was folding his kerchief. And as he was folding his kerchief, he made a slight statement. He said, God does not want anything from you, sir. So now the only definition that you had is gone. You're literally clean bowled in cricket parlance. You don't know what to say next. And then I said, beyond this, I know nothing, Swami. And then Swami said, at every point in time in your life, if you are in a position to tell yourself that whatever is happening is good for me, that means you have surrendered to me. You know, those slight things, suddenly they come up. You have to be aware to catch those moments. Normally Swami wouldn't tell that. And then Swami said, this is what I told Arjuna. Ide cheppanu Arjunudiki. Sukha dukkha same kritva labha labho jayo jayo. This is what I told Arjuna. Yes, in the Bhagavad Gita it is there. The one sukha dukkha same kritva labha labho jayo jayo means the one who is equanimous in happiness, in sorrow, in victory and in defeat, who maintains the same equilibrium. His mind is not agitated or overjoyed when happiness comes and is not bogged down in sorrow. He is a Sharanagat, or the one who has surrendered. And then Swami asked me, do you know how to drive a car? I said, yes, Swami. How many gears are there in the car? I said, Swami, 4. Swami said, correct. First, second, third, and the top gear. I said, yes, Swami. When the car is going in the first gear, do you ever find a problem? I said, no, Swami. And when it is going in the second, third, or fourth, do you find any problems at all? I was not able to understand I was not able to gauge Swami At that point, I said, Swami, I don't know. But I don't see a problem there. So Swami said, then where is the problem when you drive a car? So I'm talking about the good old gear shift cars and not the automatic cars. And then Swami said, the problem is when you are transiting from gear 1 to gear 2, gear 2 to gear 3, gear 3 to gear 4. So what do you do in a car? In a car, you use something called as a clutch. You press the clutch, the transition from gear 1 to gear 2 becomes seamless, smooth. Similarly, in life, I have given you all a clutch. And what is that clutch? The clutch is the thought, whatever is happening in life is good for me. In life too, there are 4 gears: happiness, sorrow, happiness, sorrow. When life continues in happiness, is there a problem? No. Even when bad times come, in our opinion, we think they are bad times, even then life continues. Then what is it that changes? Is the ability to handle sorrow once we have passed good times. And at that point in time, if we can use that clutch, that whatever is happening is for my own good. Happiness and sorrow they do not impact us that much. Okay. And then in my own foolishness, I said, Swami, if I practice this, will you offer me surrender at your lotus feet? And then he brushed aside, he hit my hand and said, not just you, anyone who practices this, I assure him complete surrender. But the Lord is not just the Lord of theory. He believes in practicals. So my testing time was about to begin. The next day was my chance to speak at the Atirudra Mahayagna in Chennai. So we went in, and the Lord orchestrated things in such a way that the PA system that day went bad. The PA system went bad. The music program following that day, first it was the music program, and then I was supposed to give a talk, and the music program was not heard to anyone, and Swami chose to be extremely upset. Next was my talk. And during the previous day's conversation, Swami asked me, what are you going to speak tomorrow? And I said, Swami, I'm going to speak on Swami as Guru. Oh, what do you know, what do you understand by the term Guru? I said, Swami, in my limited understanding, Guru is made up of 2 syllables, Gu and Ru. Gu stands for Gunaditaha. Ru stands for Rupavarjitaha. The one who is beyond the gunas, that is attributes, and the one who is beyond the form is a Guru. So Swami said, oh, the one beyond the form. Have you ever found such a Guru in your life? I said, Swami, you? But you said Rupa Varjita. I have a Rupa. I have a form. I am not beyond the form. I said, Swami, with form or without form, you alone are my Guru. I said, okay. So you're going to speak about Guru. So what else are you going to tell? Swami, I'm going to compare you with Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, and all of that. And I'm going to tell, it is the same Lord sitting here in our midst. And Swami was putting his head down and saying, Pujari Angikarincharu. The pujaris who are going to perform the puja, they are not going to agree with you. And that struck me that this is Atirudra Mahayagna that is performed by Shaivites. In front of Shaivites, I praise Lord Vishnu, that's a blasphemy enough. And then I tell that Vishnu is Shiva and that Shiva is Swami. I have literally dug my own grave there. And Swami very casually said, the pujaris will not agree to what you say. And I said, oh my God, I'm done. Tomorrow is my talk. What am I going to speak now? Okay, you talk what you have prepared. Rest I'll take care, Swami said. I said, okay, Swami, done. I spoke. I don't know what the pujaris heard. They clapped the loudest. They were sitting in the front row and they were clapping their way out. And I said, okay, Swami has taken care. I don't know what they heard, but I'm good. But for me, the trouble was to begin. The disappointment of the failed PA system, which led to a failed music program. And then to my talk, which I thought was a super hit. I came back, and the moment the program got over and we were coming out, Swami was extremely upset. Not a good program, very bad program today. And you know what? The day the speaker who speaks, it is his chance to sit right under Swami's nose for dinner. So he'll sit with Swami. So right next to Swami, he will sit. I was shuddering. And that is the closest I will be. And yet, the fear that Swami is not happy with me. And I go and sit there. And Swami looks at me. Yemi bhaga matladledu. You just didn't speak well at all. And deep within my mind, I was thinking, Swami, even the pujaris were clapping. Now, what more could I have asked for? It's more than what I bargained for. Didn't speak well at all. Yemi bhaga matladledu. And I was feeling miserable. I just was not even able to enjoy my dinner with Swami. At some point in time, and Swami kept badgering me, matladledu, yen matladevu, good, not good, this, that. Sharanagati gurinchi okka word matladledu, he said. You didn't speak a word about Sharanagati. Yesterday I gave you a literally 1 hour lecture. You didn't speak a word about it. That is when I thought, okay, now I get the confusion that the Lord is in. This is the reverse Bhagavad Gita that should flow now. And I thought of telling Swami, deep within my mind, by the way, I was not telling this out loud. Inside my mind, I said, Swami, you're mixing up things. My topic was Guru. Sharanagati was my personal doubt for which I sought clarification. Why are you mixing these up? And then Swami kept badgering, matladledu, didn't speak well. And now I got the confidence to tell Swami within my mind, no Swami, you are God, but sorry, you are wrong. You are wrong here. Sharanagati is different, Guru is different, you are mixing things up. No, Sharanagati, jindu matladledu. It was deep within. And at some point in time, my own inner voice became so loud that I was literally not able to hear what Swami was telling. And at that moment, there was pin drop silence. And then Swami looks at me lovingly and says, Yemirani Sharanagati, what have you surrendered to me? Just yesterday, I told you that whatever is happening is good for you. Even if I am shouting at you or I am angry at you, can't you believe that that is for your good? What have you surrendered? That moment, tears came out of my eyes. I said, Swami. And deep within, I was thinking, he's just not the Lord of the theory, he's the Lord of the practicals too. And I fell at Swami's feet. Hey, Bangaru, sit, go have dinner. And we had dinner and all of that. And see that love of Bhagwan, just to make sure that I'm not hurt. The next day, when we were sitting, they got us a literal fruit platter, a big bowl, after a sumptuous meal. And then they were serving coffee along with it. And I was refusing everything because I was full. And then Swami was looking and indicating to them, serve this guy. He's not eating anything. So there, I found it pretty strange, everyone coming to me and offering me. And I kept telling them, no, I don't want. Because Swami is looking at you, and you cannot wave your hands too much in the air. So you'll just very politely say, no, sorry, I'm done. And then Swami said, hey, Yemira, emi tinatledu. Why aren't you eating anything? I said, are you angry that yesterday Swami shouted at you? I said, no, Swami. No. How can I even think about it? Ultimately, you are doing that for my own good. Are you sure? You're not angry with me, na? No, Swami, I'm not angry with you. And that is when he left. I said, okay. But then a small message to me, that was personally to me. And then later he elaborated why he told. He said, coffee tagadda. Don't have coffee. That's not good for you. A lot of things happened, as I was telling yesterday. Time will not be enough. But those are the memories which help us in our journey. And many a times when I read these books, when I read Loving God or Anyatha Sharanam Nasti, for me what meditation is in, when Kasturi Garu was talking to Swami in Kashi about a mantra, what was that conversation like? To make myself as an entity in that room, trying to visualize that conversation between Kasturi Garu and Swami is meditation. To be able to relive the experience of Vijayamma Garu in Anyatha Sharanam Nasti, to be a direct witness, try to see what Swami said and how the reaction was. For me, what I am doing right now is meditation. For me personally, because I am reliving that moment where Swami was, is, and will be an indelible part of my life. And in the process, I hope that I've been able to share some joy which I had experienced with each and every one of you. I am too inadequate a being to be able to shed light or knowledge on anyone, let alone myself. But with that humble submission and with prayer to Swami to continue to guide us, not just in the worldly affairs, but also in the spiritual parlance, so that we all reach the goal that he aspires us to reach. With those few words, I am deeply indebted to each and every one of you for your patient ear, and definitely to Brother Giridhar too, to have given me this wonderful opportunity to be in your midst at this center in Mill Hill. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
नंदन प्रतिपुरीशा पार्वती नंदन प्रतिपुरीशा हे शिवनंदन जय साईशा
महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा महादेवा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा महादेवा ईश्वरा परतीश्वरा साई नारायणा ईश्वरा परतीश्वरा साई नारायणा देवा महेश्वरा साई नारायणा
तुम हो अनाथ नाथ भगवान, तुम हो अनाथ नाथ भगवान, तुम हो अनाथ नाथ भगवान। ओ साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान, साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान, ओ साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान, ओ साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान। माता पिता गुरु बंधु तुम हो, माता पिता गुरु बंधु तुम हो, भक्त सखा भगवान, दीन सखा भगवान, भगवान प्राण सखा साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान, साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान। तुम हो अनाथ नाथ भगवान, ओ साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान, गुरु बंधु तुम हो, भक्त सखा भगवान, दीन सखा भगवान, भगवान सखा भगवान, ओ साई मेरे प्राण सखा भगवान, तुम हो अनाथ नाथ भगवान। साई पिता माता साई पिता माता दीन दयाला दाता साई दीन दयाला दाता साई साई पिता माता साई गुरु साई सखा सहोदर साई गुरु साई सखा सहोदर साई सत्य शिव साई सुंदर साई सत्य शिव साई सुंदर वेद उपनिषद गीता साई वेद उपनिषद गीता दीन दयाला दाता साई दीन दयाला दाता साई साई पिता माता साई दीन दयाला दाता साई साई पिता माता साई गुरु साई सखा सहोदर साई सत्य शिव साई सुंदर वेद उपनिषद गीता दीन दयाला दाता साई दीन दयाला दाता साई साई पिता माता साई
गोविन्द मुरहरि माधवा गोविन्द मुरहरि माधवा गोविन्द गोपाल केशवा गोविन्द गोपाल केशवा गोविन्द मुरहरि माधवा
दीनानाथ ब्रह्म साई साईनाथ दीनानाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु साईनाथ दीनानाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु निराकार हे अकार सत्य साई सद्गुरु निराकार हे अकार सत्य साई सद्गुरु ओमकार सद्गुरु निर्विकार सद्गुरु ओमकार सद्गुरु निर्विकार सद्गुरु निर्विकार सद्गुरु ओमकार सद्गुरु निर्विकार सद्गुरु ओमकार सद्गुरु साईनाथ दीनानाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु मात पिता सद्गुरु सकल तुम्ही सद्गुरु मात पिता सद्गुरु सकल तुम्ही 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 सद्गुरु साईनाथ दीनानाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु निराकार हे अकार सत्य साई सद्गुरु ओमकार सद्गुरु निर्विकार सद्गुरु निर्विकार सद्गुरु ओमकार सद्गुरु साईनाथ दीनानाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु मात पिता सद्गुरु सकल तुम्ही 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 सद्गुरु साईनाथ दीनानाथ ब्रह्म रूप सद्गुरु
प्रेम से बोलो एक बार साई राम से बोलो एक बार साई राम प्रेम से बोलो एक बार साई राम प्रेम से बोलो एक बार साई राम बोलो राम साई राम बोलो राम साई राम बोलो राम
Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord,
Remind me, my Lord, who I am.
remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord,
Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
I am home, eternal home. 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 Through this life of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
This life of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
Through this life of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
This life of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
I am truth, I am peace, divine bliss. I am truth, I am peace, divine bliss. I am truth, I am peace, divine bliss. Ananda Swarupa, He Prema Swarupa, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Ananda Swarupa, He Prema Swarupa, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Ananda Swarupa, He Prema Swarupa, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Ananda Swarupa, He Prema Swarupa,
Remind me, my Lord, who I am.
I am love, your love. I am love, your love. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am home, eternal home. I am eternal home. Through this life of distraction and of illusion, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Through this life of distraction and of illusion,
Remind me, my Lord, who I am.
I am truth, I am peace, divine bliss. Ananda Swarupa, He Prema Swarupa, remind me, my Lord, who I am. Ananda Swarupa, He Prema Swarupa, remind me, my Lord, who I am. I am love, your love. I am love, your love. Remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, remind me, my Lord, who I am.
अञ्जनानन्दवीरम् अशोकवनसञ्चारम् श्री साई नामं सदा जपन्तु अञ्जनानन्दवीरम् अशोकवनसञ्चारम्
करुणानिधे भगवान् करुणानिधे भगवान् गोपाल वृंदावन साई भगवान गोपाल वृंदावन साई भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर बाला मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर बाला परम दयाळा साई कृपाळा परम दयाळा साई कृपाळा वर्तिपुरी भगवान वर्तिपुरी भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान गोपाल वृंदावन साई भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान मीरा के प्रभु गिरिधर बाला परम दयाळा साई कृपाळा वर्तिपुरी भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान करुणानिधे भगवान मनमोहन माधव साई भगवान
सर्वभूत स्थितं ये मां भजते कत्वमास्थितः सर्वाधार प्रियं वते ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
embodiments of love.
ఏ మానవుడు తన యందున్నటువంటి ఆత్మ పరలో యందున్నటువంటి ఆత్మ ఒక్కటే అని విశ్వసించును,
The person who understands and experiences the divine spirit in him, being very much same in others,
అట్టివాడు గృహస్థుడైన,
such a person, be it a householder,
విరక్తుడైన, రక్తుడైన,
a renunciant or the one attached,
అట్టి మనిషి యందు నిరంతరము భగవంతుడు నివాసుడై ఉంటాడు.
such a person will have God installed in his heart all through.
తానే భగవంతుడిగా మారుతాడు.
He himself gets transformed into the divine.
భగవంతుని తత్వమును ఎవరును గుర్తించలేరు.
No one can comprehend the divinity in full.
కానీ అనేక మంది విమర్శితులు, కానీ ఈ విమర్శల కంటే అర్థం చేసుకున్నటువంటి వారు చాలా అదృష్టవంతుడు.
Though they try to analyze and investigate, very few understand it in true spirit.
ప్రేమ స్వరూపులారా,
Embodiments of love.
ఈనాడు మీకు నేనేం చెప్పగలను?
What do you want from Bhagavan today?
మీ యొక్క దృశ్యమును నేను చూస్తుంటే ఎంతనో ఆనందంగా నా హృదయం నిండిపోతుండాది.
Bhagavan is very, very happy.
ఇందరి ప్రేమకు నేను పాత్రుడైనానంటే నా యొక్క ఆనందమునకు ఎంత మితిమిది ఉండదు.
When all of us love Bhagavan, he will be extremely happy, mighty happy.
మిమ్మల్ని ఎవరిని కూడా నేను ఆహ్వానించలేదు,
Bhagavan has not invited anyone.
కానీ నా యందున్నటువంటి ప్రేమనే మిమ్మల్ని అందరినీ కూడా ఇన్వైట్ చేసింది.
It is your love, it's Bhagavan's love that brought all of you
ఈ
here.
రెండు కూడా దైవత్వానికి తగినటువంటి ఒక సందేశములే.
This is the message of God, your love and Bhagavan's love.
మెసేజ్ అంటే ఏం చెప్పాలి?
What message is to be said this morning?
నేను ఇవ్వటము, మీరు పుచ్చుకోవటము.
And Bhagavan gives and you
మీరు
receive.
ఇవ్వటము, నేను పుచ్చుకోవటము.
And you give, Bhagavan receives.
ఇచ్చి పుచ్చుకునేటువంటి సంబంధ బాంధవ్యమే మన ఇరువురికి.
This kind of giving and receiving is the relationship between you and God.
సర్వభూత హితం ఏవాం, మీరందరూ క్షేమంగా ఉండాలి,
Let everybody be happy, safe and secure.
ఆనందంగా ఉంటుండాలి,
Let everyone be happy.
ఆధ్యాత్మిక తత్వాన్ని అభివృద్ధి పరచుకోవాలి,
Understand spirituality
జగత్తును
and grow
తిరిగి
in
మనం
strength.
పునరుద్ధరించాలి. కనుక ఇది ఈనాడు మీకు ఇచ్చేటువంటి గొప్ప గిఫ్ట్.
This is the biggest gift that Bhagavan is giving to you
నా దగ్గర
this
ఉన్నటువంటి
morning.
ఇది ఒక్క ధనమే.
This is the chief wealth.
ఇవన్నీ కూడా నా ఒక్కటి కాదు,
In fact, none belong
ఏదో
to him.
భక్తులు కట్టించారు, భక్తులవే ఇవన్నీ కూడా.
These are all built by devotees.
నా దగ్గర ఉన్నటువంటి ఓన్ ప్రాపర్టీ ఒక్కటే.
Bhagavan's whole property is one.
ప్రేమనే, ప్రేమనే, ప్రేమనే.
Love is his biggest, only
కాబట్టి ఆ ప్రేమను మీకు
whole
ఎంతైనా నేను
property.
ఇస్తాను.
And is prepared to give you.
కాబట్టి దేహమైనా మీకు ఇస్తాను.
And is ready to give his body.
మీరు ఆనందంగా జీవించండి,
Oh, lead a blissful life.
ఆదర్శవంతులుగా బ్రతకండి.
Be ideal.
నిజమైనటువంటి ఆనందం నాకు అప్పుడు కలుగుతుంది.
And then Bhagavan will experience
ఏది
this
ఇచ్చినా నాకు
bliss.
ఆనందం కాదు,
This is not
మీ
happiness.
ప్రేమనే నాకు ఆనందము.
Your love makes him
నా
happy.
ప్రేమనే మీకు ఆ సౌభాగ్యము.
Bhagavan's love is your wealth.
కనుక దానిని మీరు కాపాడుకోవాలని నేను ఆశిస్తూ, ఆశీర్వదిస్తూ నా ప్రసంగాన్ని విరమిస్తున్నాను.
Bhagavan wants us to preserve, sustain, protect this divine love.
అందరూ ఈనాడు
Today,
శాశ్వతమైనటువంటి యొక్క భక్తిని,
you should have that permanent devotion.
పవిత్రమైన జీవితాన్ని,
You should have sacred life,
దీర్ఘమైనటువంటి జీవితాన్ని,
long life,
సుఖమైన జీవితాన్ని
a happy life.
పొందుదురుగాక.
Let all of you have all these. So saying,
మీ కష్టములు అన్ని కూడా పరిహారం అవుగాక.
all your difficulties will go, will leave you.
కనుక మీ కష్టములకు యోచించకుండా
Don't be bothered by your troubles.
లభించినటువంటి సుఖాన్ని మీరు అనుభవిస్తూ పోండి.
And experience this permanent happiness hereafter.
ప్రేమ ముదిత మనసికకు రామ 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 శ్రీరామ రామ రామ. పాపకటే దుఃఖమిటే లేత రామ నామ. एक राम नाम।
भव समुद्र सुखद नाम एक राम नाम।
परम शांति सुख निदान दिव्य राम नाम।
परम शांति सुख निदान दिव्य राम नाम।
निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम।
निराधार को आधार एक राम नाम।
माता पिता बंधु सखा सब राम नाम।
माता पिता बंधु सखा सब ही राम नाम।
भक्त जनर जीवन धन एक राम नाम।
भक्त जनर जीवन धन एक राम नाम।
राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
राम 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 श्री राम राम राम।
श्री राम राम राम।
तेरे जन्मदिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। दिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। तेरे जन्मदिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। जन्मदिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। जन्मदिन में साई तुझे कोटि प्रणाम करेंगे। तेरी जन्मभूमि में साई नवंबर को बाबा साईं भजनों का गान करे।
23 नवंबर को बाबा साईं भजनों
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. Happy birthday to you, Sai
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama. Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama.
Happy birthday to you, Sai Rama. Happy birthday to you, Sai Baba. जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्त जना संरक्षक भक्त जना संरक्षक बंदी महेश्वरा ओम जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रित कल्पलतिका आश्रित कल्पलतिका आपत्पादवा ओम जय जगदीश हरे माता-पिता गुरुदैवमुपर्यन्तयुनीवे स्वामी पर्यन्तयुनीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथा नागेन्द्राशयना ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकाररूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सत्य साई महादेवा मंगलारती अंतको मंगलारती अंतको मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण सर्वलोका सुखिनो भवन्तु।
जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की
जय। परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थ इष्टार्थ मोक्ष प्रदानं परमार्थ इष्टार्थ मोक्ष प्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि बाबा विभूतिं इदमाश्रयामि Sacred, holy and supreme is Baba's vibhuti, pouring forth the sacred stream, display of vibhuti. So spacious is its might, it grants liberation. Baba's vibhuti, its power protects thee. Paramam pavitram, Baba vibhutim, paramam vichitram, leela vibhutim, paramam pavitram, Baba vibhutim, paramam vichitram, leela vibhutim, paramartha ishtartha moksha pradhanam, paramartha ishtartha moksha pradhanam, Baba vibhutim idamashayami, Baba vibhutim idamashayami.
Om Shri Sai Ram. My humble prayers to Sai Ram to everyone. It's so lovely to see so many here today. We have had an incredible program today, I must say, and I think it's an amazing our beloved from the lovely musical program to the amazing talk. And of course our bhajans. I won't say any more. I would like to invite Girdhar uncle to give his vote of thanks. It's fine. It's fine, that's okay.
Sairam, loving pranams at the Divine Lotus Feet. Words seem inadequate sometimes to express our gratitude to Bhagwan for the blissful morning and the blissful birthday celebrations that Swami has blessed us with. And we keep looking for little signs that Bhagwan is happy with our offering and Bhagwan is actually present here. Although we keep hearing time and again that he is omnipresent and wherever his glory is sung, he will be installing himself, and yet we keep looking for those, and I'm one of the culprits who keeps doing that, and to keep answering the prayers of fools like me. You know, today when the musical offering started, Swami's garland swung. I don't know how many of you noticed that, and it was a very nice and a touching way of Swami reminding us once again that he has been here, he is here with us receiving all our loving offerings. I want to first of all thank the altar team for creating this lovely, beautiful altar. Each time it amazes me how they come up with a design that is quite different from the previous one and yet is as impressive. And when you think that something is really good, they do something better. So thank you to the altar team. Also want to thank Brother Jagdish for that really inspiring, very touching talk where he literally painted a picture. He gave us that impression that we were sitting there in front of Swami and living. It was like a movie that you were part of. You were not just watching it, you were a part of that. He gave us that kind of an impression, gave us a pathway to self-realization, which was really amazing, I thought. Thank you, Brother Jagdish. And the bhajans were really, really so nice. They transported us to the divine presence. Of course, Swami is right here. Felt like we were with Swami. So thank you to everyone. And thank you, the bhajan team, the bhajan coordinator, and everybody who was part of the musicians and the singers and everyone who was part of giving that enriching experience. And finally, want to thank the Seva team, the service team, who have arranged a very nice prasadam for us. I won't keep you very long. After the couple of announcements, we will do the food prayer, and then I would request all of you to please join us to take the prasadam. Sai Ram.
Just before the announcements, I'd like to call Priska to read the quote for the week.
Om Shri Sai Ram, my humble pranams at the lotus feet of our dearest Swami, respected elders, brothers and sisters. Jai Sai Ram. We all wish you a happy birthday, Swami. The quote of the week is, pray to God for His love. Lead your lives spreading the message of love. Baba.
Thank you, Priska. Two very quick announcements. Firstly, tree planting. That will be happening on the 3rd, next Sunday at 9 a.m. at Woodcroft Park in Edgware. So I think this is an excellent opportunity for us as a centre to participate in a Seva activity that will be very beneficial for both us and Mother Earth. Bhajans will still carry on that day as usual at 9 a.m. here. So bhajan singers will be able to join us after bhajans at the venue. And secondly, on the 10th of December, we will be having a centre meeting and a Bal Vikas play. We do hope to see as many of you as possible because I think the children have been practicing very hard for it. So I think it's going to be an amazing program. So with that, I would like to thank everyone for a wonderful morning. May Swami's blessings continue to guide us and to guard us and fill us with love. I would now like to ask the Bal Vikas children to leave the hall for food, and then you will have to assemble. Oh yes, after this you'll have to go and then assemble back for your practice. Thank you.
समाधिना अहं वैश्वानरो भूत्वा प्राणिनां देहमाश्रितः प्राणापानसमायुक्तः पचाम्यन्नं चतुर्विधम्